I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather today. This is the Wango people of the Euro Nation, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. A very warm welcome to everyone for attending this CAS Charity Dinner 2023. This is our first charity dinner since 2019, with the aim to continue raising funds for the building of our second residential aged care facility to meet the increasing demand of the community, as well as celebrating the 42nd anniversary of CAS. I trust you are all aware that the aged population in Australia is growing. For those elderly migrants of East Asian backgrounds, most of them are non-English speaking and face language and cultural issues. Finding suitable aged care facility meeting their needs is a difficult and often impossible task. CAS is dedicated to the provision of quality community services and has always understood the needs of our seniors. We built our first RACF in Campsie, which commenced operation in early 2015. The quality service provided by our facility is widely acknowledged, and there is a long queue on the waiting list. In view of the strong demand, we started planning the building of our second facility since 2017. To this end, as mentioned earlier, we acquired the land in Æsquis with bank loans. After 5 years of unending dedicated efforts, we obtained the development approval to build the new 97-bed RACF, as well as an adjacent block of 11 independent living units. Once completed, the new RACF and ILU will provide high-quality services for frail elderly people of multicultural background, offering culturally and linguistically appropriate care and services. Building a RACF is a massive and complex project requiring huge financial resources. Apart from bank loans, CAS needs to raise about $6 million to make the project possible. If the required funds is in place, the facility is expected to be operational in July this year. We sincerely hope that you all will support our fundraising effort tonight by donating generously. I would like to take this opportunity to update you about some of our work CAS is doing at present. Apart from the residential aged care services, CAS also provides home aging services, which include home care packages and home support services. Our clients came from Chinese, Korean, Indonesian, Vietnamese backgrounds, and the general community. There are currently over 2,000 people using our home aging services, and the number is growing every week. The quality services we provide have received positive feedbacks from our senior clients. If your family or friends require the service, please do let them know that CAS can provide the help they need. Just call our office and help is on its way straight away. The performance of CAS is a result of concerted and committed efforts of all our team members, of hardworking, and contribution of a large pool of dedicated volunteers. One of our veteran volunteers is Mr. Pan OAM, our foundation chairperson and honorary executive director, who has devoted himself to community services tirelessly to more than 40 years. Henry was awarded the Premier's SBS Lifetime Community Service Medal at the 2023 Harmony Dinner held just 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Henry. Congratulations. This is a great honor to him and our, yes, was presented by Honorable Mark Coure. He's sitting here. Thank you, Mark. That's all. I would also like to thank the sponsors for this charity dinner. I will repeat again, they include, for gold sponsors, Rita Crooks Construction, RACF Australia, Coure Flower Architects, Haka, Anderson, DNR Beer Blinds, Aid Care, Westpac Bank, and Bendigo Bank. For sure sponsors, Acacia Education and Training, also cover PTY Limited, Super Rehab, AGA New Serve, Walking in Life, We Care Wellness Services Trust, and Bongs Australia and New Zealand. And for sure sponsors, Navitas Skilled Future, NIB, Stuart Brown, Breakthrough College, Elway Handyman Property Maintenance, APAC Computer Technology, Frontier Software Pty Limited, Independent Living Specialist, Mummy You Mummy, Jung Song Kitchen, B1 Group, Allen's Master Clinic, WFD HR Pty Limited, Uni Oasis Therapy, Biome Night Chemist, Hansel Funeral Services, and Galaxy Funerals. Once again, thank you for attending this charity dinner. I wish you have a lovely, enjoyable evening.
I'm not too sure if this works properly. But ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour to be here today representing the Premier of New South Wales, Dominik Perrotet. And my name is Mark Coure, the Member for Oatley, a Minister for Multiculturalism and best friend of Cass. I want to acknowledge, of course, many of the dignitaries here, including, of course, Chris Minns, Jason Lee, Paul Fletcher, and many of the local government councillors that are here as well. I also want to acknowledge, of course, the founder and, more importantly, the Lifetime Community Service Award winner for 2023, and that is my very, very good friend, Henry Pan. I want to also acknowledge the directors, Bo, Anthony, the many directors that are here today, including Tica Lee. Tica is there somewhere, does a wonderful job. Congratulations to Tica, to Winnie, to Dr. Leng Tan, of course, Stephen Lee, and many others that are here as well. Of course, many of the community leaders that are here. And it just shows you how important Cass is to our local community. And we've got many community leaders here right throughout Sydney, like Anthony Chin, Benjamin Chow, Simon, of course Simon Chen as well, a board member of Multicultural New South Wales, Dr. Tony Go, and also I might need a new microphone. I get to start again now. Where was I? EJ, that's right, EJ. Congratulations, EJ. It's wonderful to see you again as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm Mark Coure, the Member for Oatley, Minister for Multiculturalism, and I know full well the wonderful work that Cass does in our local community in the St. George area. Cass is a wonderful organisation, helping over 5,000 families and people each and every week right throughout Sydney and Wollongong. And the wonderful contribution I see full well here tonight is being supported by many of those being helped by Cass. Cass, over many, many years, over 42 years in fact, have provided that much needed help for many families right throughout Sydney, and I want to congratulate and acknowledge the wonderful contribution of Cass, in particular its founder, Henry Pan OAM. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight of course we're fundraising, we're digging deep, we're raising money for the aged care facility in Asquith, which I understand is well underway. I want to acknowledge the wonderful leadership of Cass, because as Minister not just for Multiculturalism, but Minister for Seniors as well, cultural facilities such as this are very, very important for those particularly from the Chinese background as well. I see full well the aged care facility in Campsie, which has been operating now for many, many years, and just how wonderful that is, not just for the inner west and the Canterbury, Bankstown area, but for the St George area as well. I want to acknowledge Cass one more time. Good luck on your fundraising and your expansion facilities with the building of this project in Asquith. Thank you very much. I'm Mark Coure, the Minister for Multiculturalism.
Cass for now nearly 20 years. I've always admired the work of Cass ever since I first met Henry Payne. And seeing the leadership that's there now from Dr. Bo and the whole team, the elders who are part of it, I'm just watching it grow from strength to strength. I wish I could be with you today for the next stage of the work of Cass, and that's the fundraising that's happening in aged care. I've always been passionately concerned that as people reach their more senior years, it becomes more common for people to return often to the language of their childhood, to the memories of their childhood. And if you don't get aged care right, people can feel incredibly lonely. People can be in a world where the language isn't familiar, the food is not familiar, nothing of their surroundings is familiar either. Cass has made sure that that's not true for the people in their care. They've made sure that people get that dignity of food, language, cultural activities, all of which are familiar for people as they enter what can often be a very vulnerable stage of life. So for all of you who are there for the fundraiser today, I'm so glad you're there. Dig deep and just know everything that today is about comes down to one word, and that word is dignity. It's something that Cass has pursued for people throughout their entire life, and today's work with respect to Asquith is the next stage.
Everybody, hello. It's wonderful to see you all. I'd like to pay my acknowledgement to the traditional owners and thank Cass and congratulate them on all their hard work in the community right across Sydney for decades now in this great place. I'd like to acknowledge Mark, my colleague from Parliament, Jason Lee, the member for Strathfield and a good friend, and the board of Cass, Dr. Bo, Dr. Tan, Professor Lee, Ivan, Tony, and of course my long-standing friend Henry Pan, a wonderful Australian, someone who's devoted his professional life to the service of others. It's wonderful to be with you, Henry. Friends, Cass has done so much work for our community in nearly every aspect of life, not just in the St George region, but right across Sydney, whether it's aged care, whether it's language services, whether it's support groups and community outreach for seniors. And I know that Mark and myself would have gone to hundreds of dancing classes. We don't participate in the dancing, but nonetheless, they certainly happen. We go to language classes. We see the real work that Cass does in our community every single day. And it's not easy work. It's difficult work. It's not highly remunerated. And obviously it relies on the hard work and dedication of literally hundreds of volunteers. So in my time tonight, I'd like to thank all of the Cass volunteers who put their time, effort and energy into this wonderful organisation. I've got absolutely no doubt Cass will be here for another 4 decades, and hopefully I'll be old enough to be invited to that celebration as well. Thanks so much, everybody.
Sure. And I'm very pleased to be here. Can I acknowledge, first of all, my friend and parliamentary colleague, Mark Coure, who's doing such a wonderful job as Minister for Multiculturalism and as Minister for Seniors. Can I acknowledge Chris Means and Jason Yetsen Lee. Can I acknowledge Dr. Bo Zhou and the entire board of Cass. Can I particularly acknowledge my friend Tony Peng, Coringai's Citizen of the Year, amongst his many other accolades. and also Anthony Ching and Ben Chow. I simply want to add the observation that I have seen for myself in my own electorate the wonderful work that CAS does, a whole series of Chinese New Year events over the past few weeks is just one of the many things that they do. I've had the chance to drive past and visit or have a look at the centre that's being built. Asquith is in my electorate. The centre's just outside my electorate but not too far away. It's going to be a wonderful facility for senior Australians of Chinese background. So I congratulate CAS and thank you everybody here for your support tonight.
Miss Tica Lee, Dr. Bei Lu, Mr. Shun Cheng, Miss Esther Dong, Mr. Evan Huang, Mrs. Teresa Okay, if everyone is ready. You want more? Oh, please come through. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's take one more. 3, 2, 1. All good? Everyone happy? Thank you very much. Okay, that's everyone. Cameraman? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. One more, please. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
I was trying to figure out who that was. Yeah, right.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the chaos, but we're taking the photo now. Cameraman, can I please get you ready? And
Australia. And this is for 3 reasons. 1, CAS has over 40 years of history. 40 years of operating history. Number 2, CAS does real things, real services at scale. Over 2,000 residents in their aged care homes. And the Asquith facility, as I understand, will cost it's a $50 million project. There aren't many community organisations, Chinese community organisations, that can manage and successfully deliver a project of this scale and complexity. And third, CAS is still growing. It's growing not just in terms of its geographic locations, but CAS is growing in terms of the communities, the multicultural communities that it services. Started with the Chinese community, has grown to the Vietnamese and the Korean communities, and continues to grow. So let me congratulate CAS and everybody involved in CAS for the impact that you are having here in New South Wales and across the country. Thank you very much.
would you please do us the honor to draw 2 tickets? Or maybe one by one. Let's see what the first ticket is. Okay, do you want to...
Okay, the winning ticket number is 00000461. 000461.
Come on the stage and we'll take a photo. Here.
Alright, the lucky ticket number is 00000461. San Lil Orlil. And this is to win the Tall Ship Lunch Cruise, a Tall Ship Lunch Cruise.
Cheese.
5064.
5064.
TV. Alright, the pattern is actually done. 700. Thank you very much. 700. Do I have 8? Do I have 8? Can you please come on?
我在创作这幅画的时候这是一个唐朝的一首诗的这个意境，就是画的是峨眉山金顶。峨眉山金顶是峨眉山的一个最高的地方。它这个中国唐代有一首诗叫“峨眉山月半轮秋，影入平江江水流。夜发清溪向山斜，思君不见下扬州。”他说的是一段什么呢？讲究兄弟的情谊，朋友的情谊，就是那么他站在峨眉山的这个山顶，看到了半轮秋月，并且呢能看到长江，想到了自己心如手足的朋友。那么他这种思念朋友的这种古人很讲这种义气，那么我就根据这个诗意，用大写意的方法画了这幅画。我画了50年了，8岁开始学画，一直在中国呢做这个美工，所以这个希望大家能喜欢我这幅画。
Thank you. All right. For those.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my construction team at Richard Crooks Constructions, we are going to donate this back to Cass Asquith